Let's rewind to the mid-1990s, when the music world was dominated by boy bands, until 5 British women changed everything. The Spice Girls exploded onto the scene with Wannabe, and suddenly, girl power was everywhere. Scary, sporty, baby, ginger, and posh Victoria Beckham became global icons overnight. Their message was simple: friendship, individuality, and supporting women. Millions connected with their energy and confidence. Victoria, with her chic style and mysterious aura, stood out as the sophisticated one. She wasn't the loudest, but her presence was magnetic. The group's rise was meteoric. One day unknown, the next, faces on everything from Pepsi cans to movie posters. They sold millions of albums, sold out world tours, and even starred in their own film. Each member brought something unique, but Victoria's ambition and poise made her unforgettable. She was the quiet force, always composed, always posh. The Spice Girls became a cultural phenomenon, and Victoria was at the heart of it. Their impact was undeniable. They inspired a generation to believe in themselves. For a moment, it felt like nothing could stop them. Fame hit the Spice Girls like a tidal wave. Victoria and the others were suddenly everywhere, jet-setting across continents, mobbed by fans, and hounded by paparazzi. Their lives became a blur of interviews, rehearsals, and performances. Privacy vanished. Every move was headline news. Victoria had to embody posh at all times, no matter how exhausted she felt. The pressure was immense, but the bond between the girls kept them grounded. They leaned on each other, sharing laughter and support in a world that rarely slowed down. Still, the relentless pace took its toll. Days were scheduled to the minute, and sleep was a luxury. The dream was exhilarating, but it came with a price: constant scrutiny and little personal time. Victoria's composure masked the exhaustion beneath. The whirlwind was thrilling, but cracks were beginning to show. Even the strongest needed a break. Victoria's posh spice persona was more than a nickname, it was a brand. She was the epitome of high-fashion little black dresses, designer labels, and a signature pout. While the others thrived on performance, Victoria's passion was style. She saw fashion as more than costumes. It was self-expression. Even early on, she was strategic about her image, always thinking ahead. Her reserved demeanor set her apart, often misunderstood, but always intentional. Behind the scenes, Victoria was studying designers, fabrics, and trends. She wasn't just wearing the clothes, she was learning the business. The Spice Girls gave her a platform, but Victoria was already dreaming bigger. Her interest in fashion was growing into a real ambition. She was quietly preparing for a future beyond pop stardom. The world saw posh Spice, but Victoria saw endless possibilities. She was ready to redefine herself. With fame came relentless scrutiny. Every outfit, every expression, Victoria's life was under a microscope. The media labeled her miserable if she didn't smile, criticized her style, and speculated about her every move. Then came her relationship with David Beckham, and the spotlight intensified. Suddenly, she was half of the world's most famous couple. Privacy disappeared. Personal moments became public spectacle. Balancing love, fame, and her role in the band was overwhelming. The group itself was feeling the strain. Years of non-stop work were taking their toll. When Gary left in 1998, it was a wake-up call. Even the Spice Girls weren't invincible. For Victoria, it was the first sign that change was possible. The pressure was mounting and priorities were shifting. Something had to give. After Jerry's exit, the Spice Girls continued, but the magic was fading. Victoria's focus began to shift, her energy moving toward her relationship with David and her growing love for fashion. She explored solo music, finding success with Out of Your Mind. The taste of independence was exhilarating. Meanwhile, her status as a fashion icon soared, front row at fashion shows, designers eager to dress her. The media's fascination shifted from pop star to style influencer. Victoria was building connections and learning the industry. The band slowed down, but her personal life accelerated. Marriage, motherhood, and new ambitions. Juggling fame, family, and career was a challenge. Motherhood changed her perspective, making her rethink her future. The whispers of a new chapter grew louder. Victoria was no longer just posh Spice. She was carving out her own identity. The path ahead was becoming clear. As the 2000s began, the Spice Girls reached a crossroads. Their latest album underperformed, and each member was pursuing solo dreams. For Victoria, the posh Spice persona felt like a costume she'd outgrown. She had a family, a budding solo career, and a real foothold in fashion. The group announced a hiatus. It felt like the end of an era. Victoria faced a pivotal choice: cling to the past or embrace a new future. The Spice Girls had given her everything, but her ambitions had evolved. Walking away meant leaving behind a legacy, but also stepping into her own spotlight. The bond with her bandmates was real, but so was her desire for independence. The world watched as she stood at this crossroads. Would she return to the stage or forge a new path? Victoria Beckham was ready to decide who she wanted to be next.